me at the Luju Festival. I've just done my demonstration and it was on fire. There's such a vibe here, and what I'm loving is like the fashion, the food. It's just this really amazing combination of lifestyle, understanding, acknowledging and celebrating what makes us different, what makes us diverse, but also what makes us beautiful as Africans. We love, love, love Luju!
It's a beautiful thing, it's a beautiful theme, and I think it should be a daily theme for Africa from here on into the future.
When I wait for babe, noma bangathini ngawe, emehlo amavulekile.
Standard Bank Luju Lifestyle Festival is around the corner. Do you have an idea for the return of the future ensemble already? If not, worry not, because Chuki spoke to local designers who will be showcasing their creative work on the Luju fashion stage.
We're a few weeks away to the Standard Bank Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival 2022, and Eswatini Lifestyle has taken you on a build-up journey of the Luju Festival. Last week we were here for the Luju Cook-Off competition. Today we are here at Dallas Spaces to find out more about the fashion of the day. This year's theme is a return to the African future, so we're going to be having a sit-down with the fashion consultant and some of our local designers to find out more in terms of, the expectations for the day.
You really gave me something, baby. Something.
With me right now, I am joined by one of the designers that we have lined up for the Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival, and of course it is none other than Tretre from Tretre Couture. Good morning, my beautiful man.
Hello, I'm Drendre from Drendre Couture.
Lovely meeting you, and you look lovely, I must say. Let me just assume that you're wearing a Tretre Couture original, right?
Yes, this is.
Also styled by yourself?
By myself.
That's beautiful. So you are a fashion designer, and
Yes,
it would be
I am.
wrong for me to continue with this conversation without understanding what fashion means to you.
Fashion. Fashion is my life. Fashion is a beautiful way in which every individual has the opportunity to express themselves. So it's quite a privilege as a fashion designer to make beautiful clothes.
Well, Ndrendre Couture is such a very not usual name. What does it mean?
Ndrendre was given to me when I was a baby. Not my official name. No, apparently I used to cry a lot. Ndrendre. So that's how it happened. I embraced it. I loved it.
Yeah.
And hence the baby, my brand.
And it's such a huge brand now.
Oh, thank you.
So we have a lot of designers lined up for Luju. What makes Tretre Couture as a designer and as a collection different? What sets it apart?
As a brand, we do very intricate work. Our gowns take a bit longer than the average dress because we put time in our hand embroidery, which we do using an embroidery hoop. So like this one, that's all hand embroidery, which takes a very long time. But then it's those pieces that other local designers can't access since we all buy in like the same shops. So those are very distinctive, special little pieces that we add on to our gowns.
And all of this is done locally.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Definitely.
Homegrown. Talk about homegrown.
Thank you.
All right. So have you always wanted to be one, like in terms of your background? Have you always known that, you know what, I'm going to have clothes that are going to be on the runway, I don't care about nobody? Or was it something that you just caught on along the way?
It's been a natural progression. I've always made my own clothes growing up. It was fun at dress up dolls, as I'm sure every young girl does.
Yeah.
But then it grew.
So now we're bringing it to the Luju Festival. We're taking it to the 30th of September and the 1st of October.
Yes.
How does Churchill try to infuse with the return to the African future theme that we have?
I drew my inspiration from ancient Egypt because I think that's a beautiful part of Africa that the southern part of Africa neglects to celebrate. So I brought my inspiration from there. My collection is called the Modern Cleopatra, which is illustrated in stones, feathers, and in the colors as well. We've got a lot of emerald green, blue, and the gold, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. I can actually see this piece behind me, and I'm sporting the stones, the red, the emeralds, and it's a beautiful, beautiful piece.
Oh, thank you. And we've got a lot of embroidery. The brand does a lot of hand embroidery.
Okay.
Yeah, so we pride ourselves in that.
So what are you expecting to see people wearing?
Oh
during
my
festival?
gosh.
Yes.
It's a festival. We're expecting color.
Blast of color.
Blast of color. We're expecting amazing silhouettes. I mean, it's the perfect time to just go crazy and show a lot of skin. It's summer. So it's very exciting.
Can we just also talk about your partnership with Dala Spaces?
Dala is an amazing environment for an artist. Just came through. It's an amazing team. They allow you to blossom in your creativity. They're not boxing anyone in. So it's just an amazing environment, really.
So right now I have someone at home who is watching and they're saying, I love the way Jojo has styled her outfits. I love all the pieces that I'm seeing. But how do I get a hold of her?
My IG handle is Ndrendre Kocho Official. Yes, so you'll get contact details from there to book an appointment.
Wow, that's wonderful. What are you wearing on the day?
Oh my gosh, I'm still working on it. I will not disappoint though.
It's just right around the corner. Just give me a few hints, just.
Definitely the Modern Cleopatra.
Wow. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Let's check out some pieces.
Okay.
We really need to support our local designers. They are keeping up the quality standard of fashion. Few reasons why I love local brands and designers is because independent designers offer unique clothing designs. Local garments are often more sustainable, and lastly, you can learn more about how your garments are made. Now, how cool is that?
Eswatini Lifestyle Viewers, right now I'm joined by another designer and he goes by Pilani. He's the fashion designer for Scanian Republic. But Pilani, how are you feeling?
Hi, how are you today? Thank you. And thank you for getting the name right. I really appreciate the effort.
Wow, you're making me feel so terrible right now.
No, it's a compliment. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. And I should
welcome.
say, you look rather dapper today. What inspired you look today?
I knew I was going to meet you, so I had to meet you halfway. Thank you very much.
Thank you. A man that is good with his words.
Of course.
You're a fashion designer, you're male, and Ghanaian Republic has been around the industry for so long.
Yes.
What does fashion designing mean to you, and fashion in the whole essence?
Fashion design to me means an opportunity to make an individual look good. So because our brand's DNA is mostly inspired by the need to make clothing for the individual to look good and to importantly make them proud and confident to go out and style every day they put on our any of our work. So that's why we want to do how we do it every day.
Yes. You are a male fashion designer. We do not have a lot of male fashion designers in the country.
Oh yeah.
And how do you feel? Do you feel like there's more space for growth in terms of male and designing?
Yeah, I think there's quite a lot of room for more of us males to join the space. I think it's an exciting space, particularly if you are a creative individual. It gives you an opportunity to play around with color, to play around with fabric,
Yes.
and of course to put your ideas into good use. Of course, and I think it's a very fulfilling thing. Seeing someone wear one of your items on the street, I think that is that is personally one of my biggest rewards, and I'm sure most of us males would love to feel more of that. So I think there's more room for all of us.
And have you always known that you wanted to design?
Yeah, my thing with fashion design goes back to as early as long before you were born.
Ooh, okay.
I think I started. What got me into fashion design was in the early 90s. My mother was a hawker, so she used to sell pre-loved clothing. Back then it was called second-hand clothing. So I used to help her at the marketplace as stag. So that is where the idea got into me, because seeing someone smile because they have tried something on which makes them look good, and from there I thought maybe there is some magic in clothing. And so that was when I got into the whole thing, and I haven't looked back since then.
That's beautiful. And then you established Ghanaian Republic.
Like that, yes.
What does Ghanaian Republic mean?
Well, Ghanaian Republic is basically originated from my nickname. Growing up, I used to be a chubby kid. So I'm Zulu originally. So one of my aunts, who's also Zulu, used to call me Iskonya Sendoda. Meaning a chubby man or a chubby boy. So from Iskonya Sendoda came Skonya, the short for Iskonya Sendoda. And then from that Skonya came Ghanaian Republic. And then the idea of the Republic means basically it's my universe of sharing my ideas of what matters in style with individuals. So it's basically my own planet where I make beautiful clothing, and anyone who buys anything from us joins that universe. So it's Ghanaian Republic. So that's our story.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
A return to the African future.
Of course.
This is the theme that we have.
Yes.
How was Ghanaian Republic planning on incorporating this, putting this together?
Our idea for a return to the African universe, the idea there was to bring in more color to this year's Luju, more color anywhere that is going to also encourage more males to believe that not all colors are for females. For instance, we know that males are very reserved with wearing colors like pink. They think pink is a feminine color. I think pink is a color like any color. So our idea for the festival this year is to twist how men perceive color. By making by dressing them in clothing items which are of course going to respect their taste, but at the same time giving us room to play around and explore the beauty of color in both males and females, because we are basically trying to bring in more males to into our universe, because just to remove them away from their comfort zones, but at the end of the day make them look good and of course surprise themselves along the way.
What are you expecting to see males wearing on the day?
I believe for us, we think spring, summer seasons are for more linen. You know, linen is a very light fabric. It makes the skin breathe beautifully. So the idea for this year, we want to do more linen-inspired work. We see basically we see shirts coming into play there. These are very beautiful safari-inspired shirts. We would like to see more males wear more of those shirts. Of course, bringing into the place some of the nice African fabrics. We have some of these beautiful colors with us right here at Dala. So the idea is to bring in more of those colors to our space at this year's Luju Festival.
And what are you wearing on the day?
I'm currently
the designer.
I'm currently spoiled for choice, but I think whatever we decide to go with on the day is going to make us, it's going to make the public understand why SR is one of Eswatini's most respected clothing brands.
Ooh, okay.
That is the ambition, definitely. Yeah.
So before I let you go, there's someone at home who's watching right now. Let's
Of course.
printed
Of course.
and all of that. But how
Yes,
do I
yes.
get a hold of Konyan Republic?
Okay, we have, you can access us through 3 platforms. We have a shop in Manzini at the SNAT building next to the police headquarters. The name of the shop is Ministry of Style, rightly so.
Okay.
So the shop opens from 9 a.m. and we close at 5, Monday to Friday. And on Saturdays, we open at 9 a.m. and close at 3 p.m. We are currently the only Swazi clothing brand with an online store, a functional, engaging online store. The name of the store is skonyanrepublic.com. Skonyanrepublic.com. So anyone who wants to access some of our can get themselves looking good for Luju, they can either access us through those platforms or just contact myself, Pilani, on WhatsApp 7826-8989. I'll be happy to engage with them, take their measurements, and make sure that they look as good as I will on the big day.
Ooh, I can't wait to see you.
Can't wait to see you too.
Thank you so much for your
Thank you
time.
very
See you
much.
on the 30th.
Thank you very much for having us, and yeah, it's been
Inhliziyo yami funa wena angizange bena lo thando lolunje ngiyafisa
Since I already know that we're all ready for the Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival, and you're probably puzzled on what we're going to be wearing on the day, I bring forth to you Philip Thorne, the Luju fashion consultant.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me. It's nice to be here.
Thank you so much. And you look lovely.
Thank
I
you.
should say.
Thanks so much. Well, as you know, the Standard Bank Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival is all about a return to the African future. So I took my inspiration today from the 80s. I'm a bit of an 80s child.
Yes.
And specifically, you know, the trend of power dressing for women. So it was really about women having a presence in a male-dominated environment. So I'm here today to inspire other women to step up in the professional industry.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. You just touched on the theme, right? And I understand that we have designers that are going to be assisting us on that theme. Can we also touch on that too?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's going to be about 8 local designers showcasing at Luju, and they're also available in advance to make clothes and custom pieces for festival goers. So addressing the theme of a return to the African future, as I said, it's about really drawing inspiration from the African heritage, from the past and the present, and also a glimpse into innovations of the future. So it can be very personal as well, because obviously we all have our own heritage and identity and our relationship with Africa and where we're from. So, you know, you can take inspiration from your granny's wardrobe, from vintage clothes, or it can be from a local designer who's, you know, interpreting African themes going forward.
So in terms of the fashion and theme as well, how is this year going to be different from last year?
Well, I think we're going to see, like we heard from Entrentre, a lot of color. I think that's something that we're definitely feeling in the trend this year. I think we're also going to see a lot more different designers showcased, and I really feel there's been a kind of creative explosion post-COVID in the sector, and there's more designers producing work. They're out there more, and I also feel that as Swazis, we're embracing, you know, our local creatives and we're supporting them. So I really feel like people are going to be wearing locally made outfits. And we're going to see more diversity of designers.
Let's take it further. Let's take it on the day in terms of the setup. You know, the fashion cafe is always there and it's always popping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so actually this year there's going to be some new elements to the fashion cafe. Most excitingly, we're going to have the Luju runway, where festival goers will be experiencing live catwalk show of local design brands. There are also going to be some amazing hairstyles to go with the fashion. So one of the themes is hair evolution for Luju this year, and that's really about how our crowns and our hair becomes an expression of who we are. So in addition to the runway, we're also going to be having a space that focuses on styling, hair and beauty. We're also going to be having the marketplace, where we're going to have about 20 local brands. So we've got fashion, we've got jewelry, we've got accessories and beauty, all in that space. So be ready to come and shop. There's going to be lots going on to see and enjoy.
Personally, I've already started preparing for Luju, and with strangeness, it takes a lot of time. Do we have some sort of reward for someone who's gonna pop up that this is gonna be more festive-ish?
So, as you know, there'll be the hotly contested Best Dress competition, where we will be awarding Best Dress to a man and a woman at Luju. But I think also, your reward will be, getting the chance to show your creativity, expressing yourself, and just kind of showing your inner beauty through your outfit.
So what is the judging criteria?
Well, that's
There's going to be like a lot of people. You're going to be like, hey, well, no. What's going to be happening?
So I think it's going to be a number of criteria. Obviously, we're going to be looking at where your outfit's from, your styling, and the whole look. So obviously, with Hair Evolution as a theme, we're going to be taking into consideration the hair and the outfit. And I think importantly, what message it speaks.
So let's also bring it to Dala Spaces and the Luju Festival. What do you think is the importance of having such spaces in the kingdom for young designers and potentially designers that have already made it in the industry?
Yeah, so one of the reasons why we founded Dala Spaces is we saw there was a lot of creativity happening in Eswatini, but no platform where designers and creatives could show their work. So what we've done with Dala is we've created one space where emerging brands and existing brands can showcase their work. So you can see behind us, we've got about 6 different design brands already in store, and we're adding more all the time. What's also great about the space is it's really opened up collaboration between the design brands. So you'll find an accessory brand can work with a fashion brand, or a hairstylist, can finish off the look. So it's really about, inspiring each other, supporting each other, and, kind of working together to grow the creative sector.
So what is our fashion consultant wearing on that weekend?
Yeah, that's a tough question. It's a tough question because there's so many incredible brands, and I really mean that. And luckily the festival's over 2 days.
Yeah.
So, we can have a chance to wear more than one outfit.
Yes. And by different designers.
And by different designers. But I'll definitely be wearing local, and I'm also going to be conscious about creating something that I can wear again. So I think sustainability is a really important current issue in fashion. So whatever I wear, I want to make sure that I'm conscious of wearing something that I'll wear again and I'll enjoy, and it's a timeless piece.
Exactly. Speaking of wearing something, this is a trick question. Would you rather wear stripes your entire life or polka dots?
Oh wow,
solid colors.
Stripes or dots? Can I have both in one outfit?
No.
I think I'll have to go for the dots.
Because
I like to think in a non-linear way. So I think that's why I'll go for the dots, yeah. Taking a pattern and putting it all together.
Yes, that's wonderful. So I probably have someone at home watching right now, and they want to get in touch with you, maybe find out more about what will be happening during the day, and they also want to prepare themselves fashion-wise. How do they get a hold of you?
So they can go onto our social media accounts. We're at dala.spaces on Instagram and Facebook, so you can DM us there. Or you can come through to Malandella's Lifestyle, and we've got our store here. So you can pop into the store, have a chat to our stylist and consultant who's in the store, and she can also help you. Her name's Vanessa. She can help you plan your outfit.
I can't wait to see what you'll be wearing.
Thanks. And you?
See you on the 30th.
See you then.
We should be really proud of ourselves as Eswatini. We have become fashion conscious and are not afraid to showcase our creativity. We are at par with the rest of the world when it comes to fashion. With that said, this brings us to the end of the show. And remember, style is the way to say who you are without having to speak. Till next week, love and light.
uyahlabelela umphefumulo wami uyahlabelela umphefumulo wami
wangithanda sebungane babe